So I wasn't really planning on making any kind of follow-up on the last Thylacine situation. However, today actually, one of the team members of Jurassic Park Builder Remake actually reached out to me. If you take a look, this guy over here, Odis, reached out to me this morning asking me basically if I would like to make a video regarding the ordeal to kind of clarify everything after last Thylacine responded with his YouTube community post. And I said, yeah, why not? And he decided to send me a couple of screenshots that may serve as good evidence as to whether or not this last Thylacine guy was in the right or if he was in the wrong. Now, unlike in the other video where I basically said my opinion and my theories, in this one, I'm going to be a little bit more objective and basically leave it up to you guys to figure out for yourself whether or not you think what he did was justified or not, okay? Because there are a lot of claims, the evidence, like, it's not exactly crystal clear, and there is room for interpretation for each person. So make sure you let me know what you think, because this is not going to be something where I'm going to say what I think, basically. I'm going to give you the facts, I'm going to give you like whatever legal terms or whatever, and that's going to be it. The rest is going to be up to you guys. So if you guys have not looked at last Thylacine's response, here it is right here. Last Thylacine's appeal regarding the nuked Jurassic Park Builder Remake server in Discord. But basically, the essence of this is he is saying this is not his fault. His inactivity was not because of his own decisions, but rather because of necessity. The boosty did not actually make him that much money, but he needed the money, okay? Because at that time his family didn't have much money. So I'm going to put the points right here. These 2 points so far. He said that he himself removed the boosty page without any external input. That's what we can infer. And finally, the drama in Discord, it's not actually his fault, but rather like the team actually wanted him to come back, but then when he decided to come back, they kicked him out. So this is what last Thylacine has said, and let's use this evidence to find out whether what he said is true or not, shall we? So first of all, his comments on boosty. This is the only thing, right? This is the only thing that I am going to offer my opinion on, because I think it is ludicrous that he said the boosty money wasn't a lot. This is over $500 US. Do you know that in the past year, in 2024, the amount of income that I produced was like double this, or only like the whole year, and I was like working, doing stuff. So to say that this much money is not a lot is kind of ridiculous to me. This is the one thing that I will offer my opinion on. The boosty garnered him quite a lot of money, which, as he said, apparently his family needed that money. So there's that one thing out of the way. So he sent me like a variety of screenshots, and out of them we have a couple here to show the ones that I think give the most evidence on whatever the actual storyline. So here is an exchange between 2 of the devs, and who none of these guys are last Thylacine, by the way, on the 10th of October 2024. So we have here, didn't he agree about removing the boosty link on the game? Chaos said not really, and Chaos said basically, I talked with him a while back when we had that discussion in admin chat about the boosty link. He said he'll remove it, but he didn't. And remember when we said that the list and the button should be removed for 0.04, he agreed, but only the list. So clearly this kind of invalidates one of the points that last Thylacine made. He did not remove the boosty on his own. He actually was talked to by other devs, and he agreed then to remove the boosty. This is an exchange between one of the devs, Chaos, and last Thylacine, who is Jamal. We have Chaos announcing to last Thylacine that 0.05 is almost out, and basically that the rest of the team would start a YouTube channel exclusively for the project, so that last Thylacine would not have to play media manager anymore. This is the 18th of January, by the way. Last Thylacine says that it would be better when version 0.05 released, that he would make an announcement that he will leave. So this is when last Thylacine suggests that he is going to leave the project. Chaos over here says, it's not really necessary for Last Thylacine to come and help anymore. So it's perfectly okay for him to leave. Last Thylacine agrees, and he says right after 0.05 version or during, he's going to leave. So this is an agreement between both parties, right? These are two clashing parties, by the way. They were at an agreement. This is January 18th, mid-January. They were at an agreement that Last Thylacine will leave after 0.05 comes out, okay? This is a Telegram chat between Odys, I think it's Odys, and Last Thylacine, once again, Jamal. On the 17th of February, which is, I'm pretty sure, let me check. So, the 17th of February is when they had this exchange. This is the video that the Gaming Beaver posted on Jurassic Park Builder. Notice that it was released on February 19th. So this was actually before Gaming Beaver had posted his vid, but after Best in Slot, okay? So let me search up Best in Slot. So Best in Slot posted his video on February 13th. Last Thylacine sent this message on February 17th, and the Gaming Beaver had yet to post at that point in time. So whether or not Last Thylacine was being influenced by these big YouTubers to try and stay is up to you to decide. Basically, it could only have been Best in Slot, not the Gaming Beaver yet. And that's basically that piece of evidence basically shows us this. The next piece of evidence is over here, and this is kind of Odys kind of went off on Last Thylacine. So we have him saying like, oh yeah, don't sit here and like, hey, bro, just went off on him basically. But this end bit, this is what really matters. We've been asking for full control of the server for a while, and you already agreed. So Odys told me basically that the agreement to hand over control of the server, the Discord server, mind you, came over a call. So we don't have evidence of this. However, it wasn't recorded, so we don't have evidence. However, Last Thylacine did say, yeah, everything is okay, you are right. Well, I'm not sure what this is a response to, because this is a wall of text, let's be real. Like, look at that wall of text, okay? But there was a part of this where Odys said, it would be in the best interest, or whatever that means, of the project and the community as a whole if you just gave Chaos full ownership. So here you can see that it's kind of wordy. I wouldn't say like that this is a proper agreement. It's not a signed contract. But Last Thylacine did not dispute this. He did not say, I don't want to give Chaos full ownership or anything. And so Odys says, great. Ignore this last bit. This was after the raid on the Discord server. And here is where Odys sent me this other screenshot right here, where this was just after, basically, I think this is 8 minutes after the exchange with Last Thylacine. Chaos messages another lead developer that we got ownership from Last Thylacine. So this was basically when they decided that this verbal agreement basically was enough, right? This verbal agreement over here, yeah, everything is okay, you are right. They decided that it's actually enough agreement from Last Thylacine for them to basically take over the project. So whether you think this is right as well is also an important thing to think about. And then on February the 20th, we have our last piece of useful evidence, basically. Last Thylacine says that the Boosty account will be deleted in 24 hours. So this is months. This is months after the last time we talked about Boosty, which is the 10th of December. No, not even December, man. This is the 10th of October. This is the 20th of January when Last Thylacine finally decides to delete the Boosty account. So that's the end of our project stolen debate. From what I can tell, we have like a long-standing kind of rift between the devs since Last Thylacine's absence from the project. Apparently, he messaged the devs telling them that he was going to be leaving for a while, but I didn't get any screenshots of that. I won't be able to confirm or deny whether or not this is true, whether he just left in the dark or whatever. They didn't really know what to do after Last Thylacine left. After a while, they realized that really they no longer needed him. When he tried to come back all the way in the 17th of February, very recently, They decided they did not want to welcome him back at this point in time, on this exact day, and they've been trying to get him to leave for ages now. Look at this. So this right here, since the 18th of January, for a whole month, the devs have been negotiating with Last Diocene about his leave, his departure from the project. He tried to come back on the 17th of February under the influence of, who knows, like, it depends on you whether or not you think he was influenced by Best in Slot, but it's definitely not the Gaming Beaver. They didn't want him, and finally they decided that his everything is okay, you are right, is enough confirmation to take over the full project, basically. So was Last Diocene guilty, or were his actions justified? This is going to be up to you. Do you think that the dev stole the project from him? Do you think that he came back for his own reason, or do you think that he came back because the Discord server started blowing up? Do you think that him nuking the server was justified? And these are all things that I'm going to leave to you to answer, basically, for yourselves. I'm not going to say any of my opinions on this issue except for that boosty bit at the beginning. But yeah, basically that is going to be it for all the information that I have. The devs have given me this much to clarify to you guys. Again, I wasn't going to make this, but we're here now. So if you have an opinion, make sure to write that down below, and I'll see you guys in future streams and videos.